So I've owned this iPhone for 3 years now. In these 3 years, the battery life degraded so much and so quickly that I couldn't even notice it until I found that it says service in the battery option in the settings. So now it screams it needs a new battery. So here's what I did. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is called Nohan, the high capacity battery from China. I've used this one before, actually 2 times in my iPhone 6s and another iPhone 6s, and they performed and showed themselves really well. They are still working up to date, and still they have 0% of battery degradation, and I haven't noticed any issues with it. So again, why Nohan? Because since my last battery had 2716 milliamp hours, and this new Nohan has 2950 mAh, that's like a 10% increase, and why not? I mean, if in the future this battery will degrade eventually, it will be a slower process, and till then I'll probably change my iPhone. But for now, I think it's a perfect option for me. So this Nohan battery doesn't come alone. This of course includes some screwdrivers, tweezers, anything you need for that replacement, so you can do it on your own. Of course, if you have not that good of a skill, let's say, of changing the batteries, you'd better, bring it to a really good quality, skilled professional, so they'll change that for you. But since I know how to do it, not that, perfectly, but that's fine by me, I'll do it and show you guys how I do it. So let's start. So first of all, we need to unscrew the screws on the bottom. That's the same thing in every single iPhone you guys had and will have. Then we need to detach the display, and this is a tricky part. So the catch here is not to actually cut any wires which are on the right side, so the display will remain intact. And then we need to remove the display from the housing so we can work on the battery, and of course have the display somewhere else so we don't damage it. And the most tricky part, guys, here is the battery and the actual stickers, the battery stickers which hold the battery to the housing. It's just a nightmare. I've spent around 1 hour trying to, pull that stickers from the bottom of the battery, and it was almost impossible. So I'll cut the part of the video because, believe me, that's just a nightmare. And I put back together this bottom part because you need to disassemble this whole bottom part if you want to detach the battery, because these stickers are impossible to take off, and every single place for a screw must be for that specific screw. So just remember that, rule, because otherwise you will have a few screws left after that, which was in my case, so I just neglected the whole thing. So the phone was working from the first try, very luckily. So I just screwed back this bottom screws, and we're done. This whole process is done. So lastly, just wanted to show you that I have 100% of the battery, no battery service message, so we're good to go. So now I've used this iPhone for an hour and it's currently charging. But I can say it's discharging a lot slower than before, because that previous battery was, completely worn out. And of course, if your battery is below 80%, it means it's worn out. I'm 100% sure this Nohan battery is the same as I had it in the iPhone 6s. It will show itself in a good manner, and of course I will enjoy it. But of course, if you guys want to know what happened after that battery replacement, I can leave a message in the description or in the comments to let you know how it's going. And of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to buy this one, let me know. I'll post the link. And as always, have a great day, and peace out.